What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We're less than a week away from the NBA trade deadline, and we're talking about a team we haven't done a video on in quite some time, as it is reported currently right now that the Toronto Raptors may be the team that might want to take Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram has been someone who's been part of trade talks for quite some time now, and I do think this makes a little bit of sense for the Toronto Raptors. So let's go ahead and jump in and 2K25 today and have some fun with this one and do a Brandon Ingram Toronto Raptors rebuild at NBA 2K25. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like in this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. But before we start talking about the trade, there was an interesting tweet that just came out right before I started recording. Heat guard Terry Rozier is under investigation by federal prosecutors for potentially cooperating in a illegal sports betting scheme in 2023 while with the Hornets. There has been it wouldn't surprise me if this just keeps becoming a problem for certain players because gambling is such a huge thing right now. You guys know I advertise gambling quite a bit, but honestly, I stopped doing it recently. And it's not that it's like inherently bad. I think it was bad for me. I think it became a little too much. It kind of overconsumed me way too much, I think. So I decided to stop, and I feel a lot better. I'm not saying that's how it is for everybody. And someone had commented on a recent video that said, "Oh, your videos suck. No wonder why you have no sponsors anymore." I'm like, nah, I literally, by choice, don't really advertise my video anymore. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with betting. Like, it could be fun, but I think for some people, it could be way too much. And it's becoming a problem for NBA players as well. But that's besides the point. Let's talk about this. So, Brandon Ingram to Toronto actually makes a ton of sense right now, in my opinion, because Toronto's kind of on this weird timeline right now where they have a bunch of players that are around like that 25 to 28 years old, or like Scotty Barnes is obviously young, but there's a lot of players such as RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, who aren't like super young anymore, but they're like still, about to enter their primes basically. So Ingram is someone that fits extremely well on that timeline, and Ingram's price tag could be very cheap right now potentially. So here's the trade we have. I do understand that this obviously may not be the best trade in the world, but I'm just going to do something simple. It could be better. It could be worse. We're going to make this happen. And I forgot to turn on trade overrides. Never mind. We're not going to make that happen. So I got to turn that on real quick. And then that'll be the trade we do in this video. All right. So we made that trade happen. And now, as I was kind of saying, obviously you have guys like Brandon Ingram, who's around 27 years old. RJ is 24. It's not exactly all the same age, but you kind of get the point I was trying to make. Basically, Toronto, it doesn't feel to me this is like a full set reset, retool, rebuild where they're going to be, 19-year-old starters or anything like that. They don't have that. They actually have a lot of good players here, which is why Brandon Ingram makes sense for them, in my opinion. And I totally understand the rumor that's out there right now. So as far as what the lineup would look like with Brandon Ingram here, that obviously would remain to be seen. But I guess Grady Dick would more than likely hit the bench in this scenario. But that is the rumor right now. So yeah, I guess we move Brandon Ingram to the 2 guard. You could move RJ there as well. Either way, it doesn't really matter. We'll move RJ there instead. Ooh, no, it only goes down 1 overall. I thought it was going down more than that. But yeah, so RJ Barrett will start. So it'll be Quickly, RJ, Ingram, Barnes, Jakob Poeltl, Grady Dick, Kelly Olynyk, Ochai Agbaji, and Jonathan Mogbo for the rest of the season. So clearly there's no incentive for us to, we're not going to make the playoffs this year. So we're not talking about incentives, but we're not making the playoffs this year, more than likely. It actually wouldn't shock me if this team somehow turned it around and we made it to the play-in potentially. But right now, we're, quite a few games back, so we'll see. So I'll see you guys at the end of year 1. Obviously, in the offseason, we're going to have to re-sign Brandon Ingram because we gave up assets to get him. We'll see what that looks like, but just kind of addressing the Ingram rumor when it comes to Toronto gives me an excuse to do a Raptors rebuild that we haven't done in quite some time. Does Ingram want to sign an extension already? No, but Davion Mitchell does. Yeah, sure, we can re-sign Davion Mitchell. All right, I'll see you guys at the end of year 1. So at the end of year number 1, we unfortunately do not make the playoffs. We actually almost did. We didn't make the play-in, but we almost made that too. We're the 11th seed instead, which I'm fine with a lottery visit. That's fine too. We go ahead and take a look at the player stats. He had 19 from RJ, 19 from Ingram, and 18 from Scotty Barnes, 14 from Grady Dick, 14 from Quickly, and 12 from Jakob Poeltl. So let's go ahead and some of the playoffs and see who goes on to win it all. Sacramento with Fox still at the moment make it to the playoffs, but they lose to the Thunder. So you have Knicks, Wolves, and it will be Karl-Anthony Towns getting a championship over his former team as he hoists the Finals MVP trophy. So here's all your retirements: LeBron James, Chris Paul, Lowry, Al Horford, Conley. So yeah, definitely the end of an era there for quite a few players. For the lottery, I can't remember. Do the Raptors have their pick? Yeah, they do. So it's just straight up their pick. Couldn't remember if there were some protections on their pick this year or not. But projected, a 6% chance at jumping the top 4. Obviously, it would be amazing if we're able to jump up, but we'll see if we get lucky. And no, we're going to stay at number 8. So we didn't go down. So I guess that's good. So the 8th overall pick will be what we have. And then we can take a look at the staff. So Darko, I'm going to keep as the head coach still for now. And now we can head straight to draft night. So I think we only have the 8th overall pick. Yep, that's it. And I don't think there's like anyone I'm looking to trade. Like I said, I feel like Toronto's on this timeline where they're looking to kind of turn around fairly quickly, no pun intended. So let's go ahead and jump in the draft and see what's there at 8. We might be looking for someone who's ready to win now more than a young project. But I guess it just kind of depends on who's on the board. So Blue Watch goes to Miami, and then Will Riley to New Orleans. So what do we want? I mean, to me, even though VJ or Trey Johnson, you could really take either of these, but VJ Edgecombe or Trey Johnson, love the idea of both of them. The question is, which one do I want? I think we got to take VJ Edgecombe. So I know I just totally said we weren't going to take a project, but I mean, based off the talent available, I mean, I think we got to take VJ Edgecombe here. So welcome to Toronto, Mr. VJ Edgecombe. We definitely have a very interesting rotation on our hands. Player options, Grady Dick, we will accept Abaji as well. And then qualifying offers, Jamison Battle, AJ Lawson, and Chomchi are free agents. Okay. So, Brandon Ingram, like I said, has to be resigned. I do have a hunch that Ingram is not going to get $37 million in real life. I don't know. I just feel like he's going to get maybe something a little cheaper than that, but I guess we'll see. I'm going to try to give him like 30 on the dot if possible. I don't know if he would accept that, though. Let's see. So he might. So 30 on the dot would feel okay, I guess, which he will sign that. So we'll get Brandon Ingram on a nice 3-year deal. So we'll bring him back. And then we need to look at the rotation to see if there's anything else we want to do. So quickly, Davion Mitchell and then Jamal Shedd might eventually develop into backup point guard. So maybe Mitchell wasn't even necessary to resign, but we did it anyway already. RJ Barrett, Grady Dick, VJ Edgecombe, and then you still have Jacoby Walter. So, I mean, there's plenty of things we can eventually trade in the future, too, to make another upgrade. So I do want to move one of these guys to small forward. Is the question, which one are we going to move, though? Abaji, I guess, will stay at power forward. Although I assume moving him to small forward might go up, and he does go up he goes up quite a bit. But considering I want to move one of these 2 guards to small forward, probably going to move VJ Edgecombe there just to give him a little bit of a boost. So, yeah, this season will be very interesting. I've seen Toronto have a lot of success in the 2K sim. It would not shock me in the slightest if this team ended up being really good next year. But quickly regressing is not something I expected to see. So maybe he's someone that we quickly okay, I gotta stop. We gotta maybe trade him away eventually. Mitchell developed really nicely up to a 79, so I'm glad we were able to resign him. Grady Dick up to an 83. Jakob still good. RJ up to an 85. So yeah, a lot to like here. You do have Olynyk down to a 76, which I expected, and Jamal Shedd is going down. But I'm trying to play on Masai Ujiri's timeline. We're looking to get better and turn it around fairly soon. You know, maybe not immediately, but fairly soon. Okay, I was about to do it again. No, we're not seeing quickly anymore. All right, let's get in the rotation, though, for year number 2. To our 4-star balanced system, and Davion Mitchell is actually going to be the starter this year, which is very interesting. So Emmanuel quickly might be someone that's moved here soon, which I feel bad about saying that, but that might be what we have to do because he's making a ton of money, and if he's going to regress, then I don't know if there's any point on keeping him around. He's making $32 million on the dot. So Mitchell starting, RJ, and then Ingram, Scotty Barnes. So the one thing I don't like is how the minutes are like so balanced between everybody. I would like to actually, you know why? Because we're running a damn 11-man rotation. 10 is the most I'll run usually. So that looks a little bit better. Barnes, I want to get 36 minutes though. So I'm going to take a little bit of minutes away down here off the bench and give Barnes like 36 minutes. And then Ingram can get like 33, and then RJ can get like 31 or something like that. And then for shot tendencies, I obviously want Scotty Barnes to be the main guy here this year. I want him to take that step. So we're going to make him the main priority. And then Ingram and RJ Barrett both at 84 respectfully. I think I can rock with that. So something along the lines of that I can work with. And yeah, so let's go ahead, simulate year number 2. We just missed the playoffs last year, and already, as you can see, things are already turning around. So at the trade deadline, if I do decide to make a move, I will show you. But if we decide to just kind of stick with what we have, I'll just see y'all at the end of season number 2. So at the end of year 2, Luka Doncic is your MVP, Cooper Flag Rookie of the Year, Ace Bailey is your 6th man, Wemby Defensive Player, and Sasser's Most Improved, and Cade is your Clutch Player, Jason Kidd Coach of the Year, and Hobson is your Executive. So All-NBA first team goes to Luka Doncic, Jokic, Wemby, Zion, and Damian Lillard. All-NBA second team It'd be cool if we had somebody on here, but I think with how the scoring is probably spread around our roster, we do get Scotty Barnes all defensive second team though, so which is nice. That's good. So all rookie first team and all rookie second team. VJ Edgecombe makes that already, which is nice. So we are the fourth seed in the East, which is why I decided not to make any changes. The team was already doing really good. And yeah, we got kind of what we wanted out of Scotty Barnes. I wanted to make sure this wasn't everyone's averaging 17 points per game type style. I really wanted a 20 point per game score. We got that with Barnes and also Ingram, which is nice. 19 from RJ Barrett, 12 from Grady Dick, 12 from Quickly, and then 8 and 9 from Jakob Poeltl, and then 7 from Davion Mitchell, which Jakob Poeltl is a free agent this offseason, I believe. So re-signing him is going to be, or he has a player option, which I don't know if he'll accept it or not. I would guess he probably declines it, but we get Cleveland in round 1. Like I said, I've seen Toronto have a lot of success in when I've done rebuilds outside of doing Toronto, but Quickly is going to be back as the starter. That's fine with me. We can rock with that. So that does leave Jacoby Walter out of the rotation for these playoffs. But actually, I want to go 9-man rotation. That's going to leave VJ Edgecombe out too, which sucks. But I think we need to, shrink the rotation down in the playoffs. So somebody current round against Cleveland. And I mean, if we look at our competition, obviously they're kind of looking the same. They have added Zaire Williams, but outside of that, they're pretty much the same. And we are going to beat them in 5. So, and we get to play the AFC to Nets. Wow. So the Nets drafted who? Asa Newell. Okay, and they have Fred VanVleet as well, and D'Lo still there. Cam Johnson still there. Very interesting. Was not expecting to see Brooklyn in round 2, but I think we should probably take advantage of this if I had to guess, and we will beat them in 4. So just like that, we're in the conference finals, and this is all part of Ujiri's plans. And we have the size to deal with Boston, so I think we match up very well against them because obviously RJ Barrett being 6'6", or Ingram 6'8", Barnes like 6 or 6'7". I thought he was taller than that for some reason. And Grady Dick is pretty lengthy too. So like, I think we're actually set pretty well against Boston, but here goes nothing. So game 1 goes to us. Game 2, 2-0. Wow. I mean, hopefully don't blow a 3-0 lead. Let's actually simcast the rest because I can just smell a 3-0 lead being blown, and I'm not trying to be a part of that. But they're gonna win this one too, so it's getting closer and closer to that, and I don't really want to cross that bridge. 118-156. We gotta lock in. Come on, we're at home for game 6. Just take care of business. Don't do this to me, Duque. Don't do it. Don't do it, Toronto. Oh gosh, we're going to a game 7, aren't we? All right. Well, it looked as if we were about to go to the finals pretty easily, and now we're on the road in TD Garden after being up 3-0. So first quarter starts out hot, which is good. Just hang on to the lead, and we should be in the final. Oh gosh. Wow, we're going to have to probably jump in and watch this bad boy, aren't we? Yeah, let's jump in. It's a tie ball game. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Let me make sure there's no stupid lineup on the floor either. I'm going to make sure we have our starters out there. Okay, I can run. Oh, Mogbo's out there right now. Give me a timeout. I don't care. We could maybe use this timeout later, but I'm just so sick of 2K having these stupid lineups on the floor in crunch time. So let's change that. I mean, if you saw one of the previous... So Kellen Olynyk is the starter right now because Jakob Poeltl fouled out, which isn't ideal. So no wonder why Mogbo was out here. So, okay, well, that's tough. Okay, Chomchi, Barnes. Let's do starters, and Kellen Olynyk will have to be out here. So let's do starters, and let's rock with it. All right, well, I'm not playing this out, though, by the way. I'm just going to let the CPU cook here and see if they can make it happen for us, because if I do it, it's going to be a disaster. All right, so game 7. We were just up 3-0, so hopefully we can lock in and take care. Olynyk, I need you to inbound the ball. Okay, 1 timeout remaining. RJ Barrett is going to have the ball up top. See what he's going to do with it. He's going to give it to Davion Mitchell. Mitchell's holding on the ball with Pritchard guarding him. Back to RJ. Back to Ingram. Back to Barnes. Or to Barnes, I should say. And now it's back to Mitchell with the wide open 3. Wow. Oh my goodness, we got a steal though. Okay, that's fine. We got a steal. Ingram's going to take it to the basket. And we're going to waste that steal. And now it's still a tie game. All right. You know what? Low key, what I've watched lately, it might be better if I'm playing. I'm not going to lie to you. Lately, what I've watched has been just horrible. I'm jumping in, dude. What am I watching, actually? All right. So this, I might even be worse, but I'm going to at least try here. So 127, 129. I'm pulling a pivot. I mean, we can't be the team that blows a 3-0 lead, right? We can't do it. Ingram, give me a layup. There we go. 129, 129. Tie game again. 20 points on the night for Brandon Ingram. And let's see if we can't stop Boston from scoring this possession. Try to play good. Brown just... Wow, that was a very, very, very weird shot. I'm surprised he actually took that. But Not complaining. Not going to lie, I'm not complaining to you. Let's give it to Barnes up top. Give me a screen, Brandon Ingram, and see if I'm going to fake the screen. Nothing's open. We do have... Oh, my goodness. I wanted to get it to RJ Barrett way quicker than that, but now we got Derek White down low. We're just going to have to try to hit it over him, and that honestly felt like a shot that should have went in, but it did not. All right. Miss a turnaround, and now we're going to have to guard Tatum down low. Going out to Porzingis, Derek White. All right, Jason Tatum 3, and he's going to sink it. 129 to 132. All right, well, we just got to move the ball around, and we can... I'm not worried yet. Just get this layup, and we're going to hit the N1. Wow, that was massive. 131, 132, N1 opportunity. We got to make this, though. Convert the N1, and we're going to tie the game. So that's all we're looking to do here. And that goes down. W. 132, 132. Boston's going to call a timeout. 53 seconds left in the clock. And already, like I said, I'm feeling a lot better about jumping in. I feel like if I would have watched the CPU, this game would have gotten away from us very quickly. They actually put Mogbo in over Olynyk. That's fine, I guess. Jaylen Brown. Oh, gosh. I'm losing Contain. Mid-range. He's going to make it, though. 134, 132. I did a really bad job contesting it. I honestly thought he was going to kick it out, but he didn't. All right, I'm going to go to RJ Barrett here. 45 seconds left in the clock. Need a screen from somebody. Give me a screen. We need to go tie this tie this game. Screen from Mogbo. Nothing's there. Gonna go. Mitchell's cutting. Nothing's there. Brandon Ingram. All right, we need to make something happen here. I'm gonna have to go. Oh gosh, this is not a good possession. Oh, we get the offensive board though. Mogbo puts it back. 134, 134. Oh wow, what a game we have on our hands right now. This is just to get to the finals, by the way. I mean, that's still massive in itself, but damn, bro. Okay, better defense in the possession is needed. We let Jaylen Brown get to the paint pretty easily. Gonna switch on. I'm not no off-ball guy, even though I probably should be right now. All right, 17 seconds left. They're probably gonna take this all the way down and shoot the final shot if I had to guess. Although I kind of want him to... Nope, he's gonna take it. Okay, he's gonna take it all the way down. Just get a stop. That's good defense. He's going to draw a foul, though. They leave us with 6 seconds, and we do have a timeout, so that is going to be very handy. So we're going to go for the win, I think. We're going to try to shoot a 3 to hit the win, and we obviously got to call our timeout. I'm putting shooters in, and we're going for the win. Screw overtime. I'm going for the win. Where's my shooting at? Tall, quick, defense, 3-point. All right, man. One of you is going to hit the game winner for us. I believe in y'all to do it. So who is going to do it is the question. I don't know. But all right. I need someone to give me an opportunity. All right, Mano quickly. 3 for the win. Get in there. Okay, that works too. Put back to force overtime. Oh, wow. Okay. This is pretty absurd so far. All right, Simcast, here we go. We're going to slow this bad boy down as they're going to take the lead, but we tie it up. We take the lead back, and they're going to take it back. It is back and forth so far, 143 to 142, 143 to 145, and now they're up 5, and now they're up 7. Is that all she wrote on us? I don't know. We do have the ball here, I think, so we're going to have to score very quickly and get a stop on the other side. So let's see if we can't make that happen. Ingram gonna try to dribble around Jaylen Brown. So far he's playing good defense, but that should be, there we go, 148, 150. So needed that quick basket. We get it, and now we need a stop on the defensive side. So for some reason I cannot catch. Good defense though. Well, it looked like it was gonna be good defense, and no one jumped at all. Like he was about to run into a brick wall. Okay, well, we just have to score very quickly again, which I will definitely... I get stripped. Okay. We lost. I'll take my L. We lost. Unless if I get a steal on this inbound, but it's a 4-point game. I mean, I guess I won't give up yet, but it's looking bleak. Oh my goodness, go. And I just gambled like an idiot. Okay, well, we need a 3 to go down, and that's what I'm about to shoot right now. So just let's see if we can't hit a 3 to make this game interesting. That's not even a 3. Oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. We get the offensive rebound, though. RJ Barrett 3. I don't even see the shot meter. We're cooked. Let's just get out of here. We lost. We blew a 3-0 lead. So the Oklahoma City Thunder go on to win the championship. So shout out to the Thunder. They beat the Celtics in 4. So there's no guarantee we would have beat the Thunder. But in my opinion, I think the one position we truly need to upgrade, it would have helped having Jakob Poeltl down the stretch in that game 7 as well. Although Probably should have never been in that position to begin with. Blowing a 3-0 lead is never where you want to be. And I saw it coming from a mile away, man. That's why I simcasted every game. And it never worked. Okay, well, we have the 23rd overall pick. I think we're after a point guard. I think we're after a point guard upgrade. That's where my attention is turned. So I think we should be able to pull off any guy we want. But, I was kind of looking at some options at the deadline. Like, Ja Morant was available, but I don't know. I don't feel like Ja Morant would be the best fit here. Maxey obviously would be awesome. I don't see Philadelphia trading him. Like, Ja Morant, like I said, Ja Morant is definitely available. But Trae Young also is interesting, but it looks like he's an expiring contract. LaMelo Ball definitely piques my attention for a guy that could help us go after it. What about Tyrese Halliburton? Halliburton's interesting too. I want Hallie or LaMelo. I think that's who I want. So I'm going to go after Halliburton first to see if the, the Pacers would budge. Because, he'd be a really good fit. 26 and 10. Yeah, he's doing damage right now. So we're going to offer Emmanuel quickly. Probably have to offer VJ Edgecombe, unfortunately, too, which sucks. But if we're getting Halliburton, I'm going to do it. So 23rd overall pick. This is going to be our way of going for it. Although, maybe we could do it without Edgecombe in the trade. We'll try. Do I have anything of value? I have RJ Barrett, Mitchell. Okay, so I really only have like Mitchell to offer. Okay, I have nothing else I can offer, I think. Mogbo, although we could accept his option, I think, to make this. How far off are we from? Yeah, we need Mogbo in the trade. I don't think it'd go through regardless, though, if I had to guess. So Edgecombe probably has to be in it, which does suck, but that's the sacrifice you take when you trade for a guy like Halliburton. So what do they say? We got Halliburton. So Halliburton's going to be the point guard upgrade we need. And now we have and he also fits the timeline that I was kind of talking about, where everyone's like, 28 or younger, and we're all in. Jakob Poeltl's 30 though, so I guess that's not true. But on the player options we go. Poeltl does decline, but of course we'll accept everybody else. And then qualifying offers, Abaji, Battle, and Chomsky are free agents. So first and foremost, re-signing Jakob Poeltl is number one priority. This team is getting already very expensive. I'm also going to resign Abaji just for some more depth. Olenek can definitely go, probably. And we probably need a backup center if that's available to us. There's Looney. So give me Kevon Looney as just insurance for a backup center. All right, so let's take a look at it now. So now you have Halliburton, Mitchell, Shed. You have Grady Dick, Jacoby Walter. You have Brandon Ingram, Mogbo, Abaji, and then Kevon Looney. So I'm going to move Abaji to small forward right now. He'll be the 3, so that's great. Now, I think Shed and Jacoby Walter and like Ted Cooper could be used for a better backup 5, maybe. So that's kind of where my head is at right now. So let's see what maybe backup 5 we can get, because we're definitely after a championship basically already. So Zach Edey, Miles Turner, Klingon, Ayton, Khalil Ware, Gogo Badadste, Claxton. Gogo Badadste definitely intrigues me. So I'm going to see if Orlando would be interested in like a, let's say it's a Mitchell. Well, I want to see how much, actually, let's see how much these guys develop first before I make any decisions. So let's look at player progression, and then I'll make my decisions based off who developed nicely and who didn't. So Barnes up to an 89, Gray Dick up to an 86. That's all very good to see. Mitchell is an 80, Walter is an 80, and then Shed is a 77 still. So I think we find a way to keep Mitchell, and then Battle is down here developing in Chomsky. So let me try to get Gogo Badadste since he's very cheap off the Magic, though. So let's see what they would say to this. Or there's Wendell Carter, too. But let's say we do Shed and Kevon. Well, we just signed Kevon. We can't do that. Let's say it's Battle, or we're not there yet. So this might be a little too much to give up. Mogbo is part of our rotation right now. Jacoby Walter, I can't get there. I can't trade Jacoby Walter for this. Chomsky. So these 3 guys for Gogo Badadste. Oh, our Chomsky's a no trade clause. Oh, okay, I gotcha. All right, well, we're going to build a trade for a backup 5. Give me a second. So just kidding, I actually failed on trying to acquire a backup 5, at least for now, but that might change eventually. So Halliburton, RJ Barrett, Brandon Ingram, Barnes, Jakob Poeltl, Grady Dick, Jacoby Walter, Abaji, and Mitchell is your rotation. So feeling pretty good about going into this with what we have right now. And then shot tendencies, want to check these out. So Halliburton as the secondary option is great with me. Ingram is the 3rd option, and Barnes as number 1 is what I want. So with that all being said, we're going to simulate year number 3. And obviously expectations are very high based off, what we've done thus far. We've traded for Halliburton for a reason. and made it to the conference finals last year. We're one game away from the finals, so expectations are through the roof. If I decide to make a trade at the deadline, I will show you. More than likely, I probably will, because I really want to set ourselves up in position to go win this championship. So the center we are looking for is going to be acquired. Mitchell Robinson is kind of what I, would want in a backup 5. So that is what we're going to do right now. So Oshai Abaji, although we may not even need to do Abaji in this scenario, we could probably do Kevon Looney, because Mitch Robinson is making dirt cheap money right now. And let's say we did Jamal Shed. I guess they need to offer somebody very cheap. So let's say Harold Burke. So Looney and Jamal Shed for Mitch Robinson, they agree. So that was actually a lot more simple, a lot more simpler than I thought it would be. So now Mitch Robinson enters himself in the rotation, and it does kick out Davion Mitchell, which is unfortunate. But at the end of the day, we're all after a championship, and I feel like we need to back up 5 to make that happen. Only making $5 million. The team's looking really good right now at 35-15, and with Mitch Robinson coming in, I feel like that should only make us better. Once we gel, hopefully we can get that first seed. I have no idea who's above us right now, but we've been the second seed for quite some time. Whoever's the first seed is having a damn good season, but I'll see you guys at the end of the season. So at the end of the season, Luka Doncic wins MVP. AJ is your Rookie of the Year. Trae Young is your 6th man in Detroit. Wemby's Defensive Player, and Edgecombe goes to Indiana and is your Most Improved Player. Appreciate your time here in Toronto for a little bit, but I think you were worth the sacrifice. At least I hope to go try to win it all. Barnes makes an all-NBA second team, so love to see that. We'll see what he averaged here in just a little bit. Halliburton does make it as well, which is why we traded for him in the first place. So we also had an all-defensive team for Barnes there too, I think. But here are your player stats as we did get the first seed. So 23 from Scotty Barnes, 22 from Halliburton, 20.5 from Ingram, 16 from RJ, 13 from Grady Dick, 8 from Jakob Poeltl, and 7 from Jacoby Walter, 6 from Robinson, and 6 from Davion Mitchell. So we get to play Boston in round 1. So this is going to be a rematch of literally last year. So we obviously blew a 3-0 lead against them. Hopefully not this time, and we will beat them in 5. Why couldn't we have done that last year, man? Come on. Now we get Orlando. So Orlando, damn good team in their own right. Anthony Black, Jalen Suggs, Franz Wagner. I'm very intrigued to see if Orlando does anything aggressive at the trade deadline in real life. But we'll see, man. So someone to occur around against Orlando. And I have seen people talk about the idea of Fox Orlando too, which I do like that. But seems like he's all set on going to the Spurs. But Cleveland, they trade for Mitchell, so you never really know when he wanted to go to the Knicks. But we're up 3-1 so far. Can we please not blow a 3-1 lead? Okay, we won in 6. W. So we're in the conference finals again. Now we draw Brooklyn, who we beat last year, but they have Ace Bailey now. Did I just not see Ace Bailey on their team last year? I guess Cam Thomas was starting over him, so that makes a little bit more sense. Cam Thomas at the small forward is crazy work, though, by the way. But hey, more power to you, Brooklyn. So we're down 1-0. I guess it's working because we're down 3-0 to this team. Can we make them blow a 3-0 lead? No, we cannot. So Cam Thomas at small forward actually just beat us. That's incredible. Okay, well, Mavericks, Nets, and the Mavericks going to win it all. So I thought this could be the year we go win it, but unfortunately I was incorrect. So we're off to try again, which is what we'll definitely do. We have the 29th pick in this draft. I think we fire Darko. I mean, we've gone to the conference finals twice and have failed both times. It's time for you to go. Let's have a reunion with Nick Nurse. Why not? He got us a championship when he was here last time. We'll go Tyronn Lue as well, and we will get Tyronn Lue to sign, so I guess we'll go Tyronn Lue. So Tyronn Lue, welcome to Toronto, and now let's go to, well, I guess we have a draft pick, but I'll see who the assistant takes. We got Darius Adams and John Jordan, and we got Ted Cooper, which we probably won't worry about. Walter will accept. Mogbo, Battle, Chomchi, and Grady Dick are all free agents. I mean, the team, like I said, it's getting more expensive, but obviously we're getting closer and closer to sniffing a championship. So we're just going to re-sign everybody and not think twice about it. Mitch Robinson, we won't be able to bring back, unfortunately, I don't think. Yeah, so we're going to lose out on him, which is why I thought, what we did last... Oh, he wants a lot of money too, so there's no shot we're getting him back. But I think it was worth it when we made the move at the deadline, so I'm still not upset about it. But all right, so Halliburton, Mitchell, Grady Dick, Jacoby Walter, Abaji, Mogbo, and then Jakob Poeltl. So yeah, obviously, clearly the one thing we need is a backup 5. So Abaji could be used for that. So let's trade Oshai, Abaji, and Adams, who we just drafted, for maybe a backup center. Bobby Portis, I guess, could be interesting, but doesn't really fit the mold of a backup center. Robert Williams and Iguodaro gives us 2 backup centers. So, or Isaiah Hardenstein is intriguing too. Yeah, give me Isaiah Hardenstein. This would be our way of going for it. So Hardenstein backing up Jakob Poeltl. I mean, you really can't get much better than that. So that will move Walter to small forward as a backup, which I can rock with that. and he'll go up to an 82 in that right as well. And that gives us our 9-man rotation. So that will be kind of the final all-in move. We'll sign Chomsky as well as a potential player to be brought back. But all right, or to get minutes if someone fouls out. But let's go to player progression and see what we got. So we got Jakob down, which is fine because we traded for Hartenstein for a reason to kind of have an insurance plan there. But all right, guys, I'm all in on this 4th season. I'm hoping this is the year we bring it home. I think it will be. We got Tyronn Lue instead. But I'm so confident that we're going to auto-generate the rookies. We're going to go into this season expecting to bring home the title. So first seed in the Eastern Conference once again, as here were the player stats. 23 from Barnes, 22 from Halliburton, 16 from Ingram, 15 from RJ, and 13 from Grady Dick. 9 from Jacoby Walter, and 7 from Jakob Poeltl. So we get Detroit in round 1. Very tough team that we have on our schedule, but obviously the expectations are very, very, we got to go. We got to go win it. So somebody come around against Detroit. I'm out of here, guys. I can't deal with this. This literally happened yesterday, too. 2 conference finals appearances, and then round 1. Yeah, all right. Well, that's all I got. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.